All right, we are in hot July, and the mortgage markets are fizzling after our 4th of July fireworks last week, or 1st of July fireworks. Jump right into the charts today. So today we've got the 10-year Treasury bonds are up. There's been up and downs. It's been kind of a roller coaster. So just to take us back in time a little bit, middle of June we hit the highest point on the 10-year Treasury, and it's slowly fallen back, and it's basically stopped right here at the 25-day average, which is just tracking what's been happening with this market for the last 25 days, basically. And we broke below that June 30th, and then the was a result of the PCE, the personal consumption expenditure report, showed much lower inflation than we had previously been led to feel that was coming through into households. So that was more of a positive that looked like we could see much lower interest rates. That still continued on July 5th. And we had this turnaround, same level, turnaround higher on Wednesday. Thursday, and now Friday, we're higher. We below the 50-day average. Now we're back above the 58-day average, fighting with the 25-day average. So today, biggest news item was the jobs report. So jobs report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics came out hotter than expected. Over 370,000 people went to work in the month of June, according to that report, and the unemployment level stayed at 3.5%, 3.6%. So how does that happen when all the news is talking about major companies are going through layoffs or planning layoffs? Maybe they just didn't do them in June. Well, the unemployment rate actually is a household survey where they contact 60,000 households, and that report actually shows a loss of 300,000 jobs, but there was an equal number of people that stopped looking for jobs. So the unemployment rate stayed the same, even though less people had jobs. Less people were looking for jobs. So it's really an interesting report. The back story on this as well is the prior month's reports were actually brought down. So there were 74,000 less jobs created, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, in the month of May and April. This was an adjustment after their original numbers showed pretty healthy jobs market. So this leaves everyone kind of scratching their head and what's going to happen. What basically this does is it's going to give us the Federal Reserve is going to have the green light to bump another 75 basis points, 0.75% on their federal funds rate at the end of this month. That is their main effort and their main tool to fight inflation. So the more we hear inflation peaking, which hopefully that's what we'll hear in the next couple of weeks, is the next round of consumer price index and producer price index, all these reports that come out over the next couple of weeks. If those show the continued level of inflation that we've seen, and now with this positive jobs report, the Federal Reserve is most likely going to do 75 basis points and just continue to turn the screws on the economy to slow things down. That's their goal. They want to slow it down so we don't get too hot and keep creating more and more inflation. So what this means right now is enjoy your summer. It's going to be tough on interest rates for the next couple months, most likely. And as things get into the fall, and if the slowdown really does start to happen, and if you see an unemployment report come out with an increase in the unemployment rate, that is going to be one of the next round of indicators that would show that a possible recession is ahead. There's other indicators out there. The most secure one is when unemployment hits its lowest level and turns around to move higher. That's when you typically see a recession is right around the corner. So we'll be back next week with more news.